I applied for the U21 scholarship. At the beginning I thought it is just nice experience. I was excited to travel. I thought I'm going to do a small piece of research that's related to my thesis. This was my initial thought. For my expectations and the experience during my visit, the two were completely different. I was just expecting to travel, to meet one or two persons, to do a small piece of research that is related to my thesis, and that's it. But actually when I traveled, when I was there, it was a completely different experience. It was very beneficial. I met a lot of people. I make a lot of connections. I learned a lot about the research culture in a different institution, which is the good thing that I think I'm bringing back to my school in Birmingham. I have a lot now. I can't say that I have long-term connections. It was not just a small piece of research. It's now a long-term collaboration. A lot of ideas came up while I was working there, and we're still working on it even almost after 6 months after I turned back. And yeah, it was actually very good for my thesis. I received a lot of feedback even outside the piece of research I was doing. It was kind of big enrichment for my thesis. Okay, if you think to apply to the U21 scholarship, I would like to give some small tips, which I think was good for me when I was doing the application. Don't ever hesitate to think about the idea of traveling. It is not going to be waste time during your PhD. It's the opposite way. It is one unique experience during the PhD program. Try to do your best in doing the application, focus on it, put enough time to do it, get some advices from your supervisor. Actually, the benefits I got during the scholarship, which is, we can say it's short-term benefits, it was a very good enrichment for my thesis. The piece of research was one of the good contribution of my thesis, and yeah, I got a lot of feedback about my thesis in general, the idea of the research I'm working on, and for the experience itself, for traveling and for being in a different research culture, seeing how people do research in a different way, these are good practices to bring back to my school in Birmingham. Yeah, this was for now, but the thing I didn't thought before, which is the future benefits, it's actually turned to be long-term collaboration between me, myself, my supervisor, and the people over there in Melbourne, and we're still having a lot to do, a lot of ideas coming up. I think it's turned to be a long-term relationship, professional relationship with the people over there, which is I think is going to be throughout my career, and it was a good experience as well for my research. For me, choosing the partner for the U21 was kind of quite easy. The research group in Melbourne is one of the leading group in the field of cloud computing, and cloud computing is partially the field I'm working in. So it was a brilliant idea. I mean, it was an exciting idea for me to reach the group, one of the very famous group, well known all over the world about this field. My supervisor helped me a lot. He was the one who contacted the supervisor, the leader of the group over there, and they were very collaborative. They were very welcoming me, and the good thing is that we are now offering Professor Buya, the lead of the group, honorary professorship in Birmingham. So it's turned to be yeah, long-term collaboration between the two groups.